Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video here on the channel, where today I wanted to talk about a very exciting rumour that I've heard, and that is to do with the City 2022 summer rumours, leaks, whatever you want to call them. Now, I'm not here to talk about all of the rumours, I'm only here to talk about something that's really got my mind racing, and if you guys have been on the channel for a while, you might remember me talking about this before, and this is the City 2022 supermarket rumour that's going around, and oh, this is one of my top 5 wanted things from Lego. A proper supermarket, not licensed like the Quickie Mart, not a Friends, not a 4+ set, but a beautiful small scale supermarket. And honestly, the idea of actually finally seeing one has got my mind racing. Now I know it's City, it's 600 pieces, we're in this new modern age where the build techniques aren't allowed to be good because it's 5+, but I believe that this set has the potential to be amazing, and I want to talk about that today because I find it really exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Now, a couple of things to bring up. One of the first things that I expect from this set is some sort of sliding door. Now, I'm very much aware that that is what everyone expects of a supermarket, and I'm here to tell you that no matter how much we want it, it's probably not going to happen. This is branded under grocery store supermarket, so it's going to be smaller establishment. I reckon that we'll be seeing the reuse of the double door mold from January 2020, where you have the 2 half doors which come together. I personally think that's what they're going to go for, rather than a sliding door, to get more use out of that piece, and also because it's that smaller establishment, whether sliding doors are more for like your bigger supermarkets. So that's the first one that I'm thinking. And my second big thing is, are they going to use the French trolley piece? Now, I'm more on the side of no here. I don't think they will unless they recolour it in grey. I think they're going to go for a more brick-built approach, but I think seeing shopping trolleys in a set like this is pretty much a lock. I mean, I'd be very surprised if we didn't see any at all. That would be kind of shocking. Looking around at other sets of from the past, and more recently the Friends Main Street apartment, which had like a little corner shop in it, the amount of food we're going to see from this is going to be much less than I think me and many people are going to want. I expect to see a lot of the existing cookie prints and some stuff like the chocolate bars and apples and bananas and breads, but I think the minimum is at least to use 2 of the more obscure ones, whether this be the new lemon piece or something like the pineapple, or I would personally love to see the Vita Rush cans make a strong comeback in a supermarket style set. I expect to see at least 2 of those in there. There's a lot of ways they can make food, but I hope they don't skimp out on it, because another one of my big requests for a set like this is to have a new cereal box, and I don't want a sticker, I want a print. This is where I draw the line. If it's a sticker, I guess I'll get over it eventually, but I want a new print, like the cornflake box from the Master. I mean, I'd love to see that return. That would be awesome, but I would love a new printed cereal box or other thing. It can be soup, it can be pasta letters. I want more food in Lego. Now, I realise that there is a rumour currently of a corn on the cob piece, which I reckon we could see that. But that brings me on to my next point, is I hope, beyond all things, I hope more than anything, that this set is not just a farmer's market. I will be so gutted if this is just another excuse to chuck apples, bananas, and all the really common things like the baguettes, the croissants, the new corn on the cob piece, and maybe like a couple of tomatoes built using that leaf piece and the Technic ball. If it's just fruit and veg, I'm going to be so sad, because this has so much potential. I want to see the return of that carrot build, or those little chilies, or even some fish and stuff, and pizza. I want to see a proper supermarket. Rather than just a farmer's market, which will probably just be a cash register with some baskets outside. Now, my next hope for this set is we're in an age of city and road plates, so I think it will be a shame if we don't get a parking lot and road. So I expect there to be 2.5 base plates, road plates should I say, in this set, and maybe also a little way to park your car up outside, maybe also a bike rack. I could see this set having a cycle lane. That would be another pretty cool addition to the city supermarket. I can also see them being a delivery van. Obviously you got all the food stuff from the farm. If they are going to go down that route, which again I hope they don't, then I hope we see that. I could also see them putting a criminal in this set. It's a bit more unlikely because this isn't obviously a police set, but I could definitely see them putting one of their wacky criminals in there to try and steal something from the shop. And maybe even a side little park area, I could see that being likely. ATM or something along that lines, ATM, phone booth, electric car charging port. I feel like there's going to be something along those lines on the side of this building as well. But as for the inside, I know I've talked a lot about which kind of foods I want. I just want some of the more obscure ones, or just some more interesting builds to represent different kinds of fruit. Like, I'm fine with them including the apples and baguettes and stuff, but that can't be it. There needs to be some more different types, because they did for like the Chinese New Year sets and stuff, and I realise they're different pedigrees and things, but that's regardless. I expect to see more than just apples, bananas and breadsticks in this set. Moving on from that, I also would love a freezer container. This is the perfect inclusion to at least get 2 of both the milk and the orange juice carton again. Both great prints that I would happily see more of, because we never really see them in quantity, and exactly that's what a supermarket's for. Which brings me on to the next point, that I think a lot of the shelves are going to have detachable things so that you can actually buy them. I feel like that's going to be a big part of this, is the idea of sort of like taking them off the shelves, because that's the playability, isn't it? It's like owning a shop. You want to play with your little friend Jimmy, and Jimmy to come in and buys 3 things, and you do the change with the Lego money and stuff. So I could easily see there being a storeroom as well for stocking the food. Just going through the whole process, you're not playing a scenario with this set, you're playing the whole experience. So I run a shop, I've got to put stuff on the shop shelves, then people are going to come buy it, and then I'm going to make money from it, and that kind of thing. So I think that's important. I don't really want to touch on minifigures. I think we'll be looking at about 4, maybe 5 if we're lucky. Definitely a shop clerk, and maybe like some parents and some kids and stuff. Hopefully some nice prints, maybe not a new one, but like a common one. I'd love to see a Amazon style uniform, I guess, for the employee, like a long apron in like brown with like a blue undershirt. In my head, this building is like white with medium nougat and dark azure highlights. That's just what I see, which is a bit similar to the school, but I kind of like the way it looks in my head. I might have to make this. As I mentioned, the inside, definitely a freezer segment, definitely a pastry segment. It'd be a miss if we don't see stuff like the donut reappear. I can definitely see them putting some like clips on the end, like some magazines maybe, or some like sweets or something. I don't know. I could also see like a deli counter. Like I can definitely see them trying to sell some sandwiches in there. But mostly for me, it's about that dry produce, like your cans of tomatoes, your cereals. It's going to be the first time we get some of this stuff in a long time. Stuff like they had like the soup cans in the Quickie Mart, which I thought would be really cool, and all like the energy drinks. Like this is Vita Rush's time to shine. I would love to see a lot of Vita Rush prints in this set. I really do just love where this set could go. I think there's a lot of potential for it. Oh no, it's going to be good. I mean, especially with the farm stuff, obviously you've got all the produce that's coming off that farm, so I do expect it to be farmers market stranded, and I know not to get my hopes up, but it's branded as grocery store, not farmers market, so at the very least it'll be like the greengrocer, and the greengrocer did have some freezers, so at the very least I expect them to be milk in the set. I'm terrified, but also so anticipated. City's had a wonderful year, and sets like the ice cream trucks, picnic in the park, the hospital, the mobile crane thing even, they just haven't disappointed. There's so much to love with what they're doing at the moment with City, and I really hope that this continues. This has potential to be an amazing set, particularly for me, who has, as I said, this has been on my wanted list for a couple of years now, and it's one of my top 5 most wanted things to see from Lego at the moment is a supermarket, and it'll be another one off the bucket list if they do it right, and I'm terrified. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about this rumour and what you'd like to see in a set like this. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings, and let me know if there's anything else I missed talking about with this one. And in the meantime, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.